Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Nobody gonna take my pride. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving, moving, grooving. Nobody gonna take my pride. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no. Am I live? I've got to keep on moving. Right? That's your theme song. Nobody gonna take my pride. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no. I've got to keep on moving. Moving. One day I'm gonna be live. I'm trying so hard to go live. Oh no, it's not working for me. But we're not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on trying to go live. Come on, it's gonna work eventually. Am I live? Am I live? Nobody gonna take my pride. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, you gotta keep on moving. Hold me down. Let's put some music on so we figure out if I'm alive. I've got to keep it says I'm live, but it doesn't show it. So I'm confused now. I'm gonna put some music on just to see if I can go live. We're gonna change our song up and make it dance pop for right now. This music going. Just like house music. I don't think I'm on. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to go live, y'all. Trying. All right, we're gonna try one more destination. I'm gonna try it again. I don't see me either. I don't see. Ooh, I don't see me either. LOL. We're going to add. We don't like this song. Number one. Let's change the song. We're gonna go into space. No, I don't like that. I don't like none of these either. If I play some of these other songs, they're gonna. Oh, I know. Am I live? Am I live? Let's see if I'm live. I'm like, the silly Jessica's kicking in. I'm like, finally, finally. Happy Friday, y'all. Do y'all want to hear? I try to put some music on, but I mean, hey, hey, what are y'all doing on this Friday? We're gonna talk Facebook Listen, I tried a million times to go live. Cut this down. Hold on, it's loud right now. I tried a million times to go live, and I was like, the song that popped in my head was "Ain't nobody gonna take my pride. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving." And that should be our theme song, the original one, not the Puff Daddy one, because we boycotting him a little bit. So that was in my head. Like, nothing can stop you. Can y'all see and hear me? How are y'all doing? Happy Black Friday. Really, every day is a black because I'm black. But happy day after Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And so I'm gonna hop on over here. Hey, Chandrika, you packing? Where you going? Hope it's warm and beautiful. And then, hey, Nicole. So we're good. Chandrika, um, you were a little celebrity on showing some of your testimony behind the scene. I'm not gonna put you on blast, but I'm gonna hit you up because I want you to complete some things with us. Yes, and then Nicole, you're working on your social media planner. Yes, yeah, because you are smashing it with social media. Um, that's actually probably can add your feedback to what is creating success. And we're going to talk about the top secrets. I said 5, but we're going to probably add a few more because I have a feeling that y'all are going to comment some more great feedback to what is giving you success with Microloc Mastery. I'm going to speak on what has been told to me previously and what I've observed, but obviously you best can speak for yourself and your success. And if you are not yet in the program or you've found or utilized any of the other resources and you found success with it, that all counts. That all matters, right? You say, wow. um, okay, so I think you accidentally pressed something on Chandrika, but I'm not sure because like a little camera popped out. But I'm actually streaming from the computer, so I wouldn't be able to um, bring you up. But guess what I could do for you right now? I don't even know if you want me to share this. Well, I will because you shared it to me. Let's go ahead and share Chandrika's testimony real quick as I prep um, our minimum 5 tips on your success. And this has been some time ago, right, Chandrika? And we actually have some really great fit pictures together that I don't have on here, but I should put on here if I can put it on here. Where it was really recent. So this is kind of older. You sent this like over a year ago. You probably sent this like 2 years ago. You've been with us for a minute, right? And it's what you said.
From Athens, Georgia. I studied under this mastery for about a year and a half now. I do see it as a passion because I sat there years before it became popular and learned on the Miss Jessica first videos, and I would like to use it for more knowledge on what I'm doing with my own hair, my daughter's hair. But not only that, I would like to introduce it to everybody in Athens, Georgia. They know about it, but it's hard to find a loctician. And I want to be one of them. So, thank you for welcoming me into the group. Thank you for welcoming me into the class. Thank you for everything you have done. You are truly a blessing. And one thing my goal is to build a name for myself within this industry, but build a name for myself and get all the knowledge that I can get from anybody that giving it out. But I want to know the right knowledge, and I know how to thread them out. Thank you, Miss Jessica, for teaching me. But I know how to thread them out. And talk to you later. See y'all in the chat. See y'all in the group. See y'all when we meet face to face. If we meet face to face. But just remember, continue on being a blessing in somebody's life, because you never know how much your light shine for them. Bye.
Yes, and we actually did meet face to face this past October, last month now, at our Atlanta book stop for the Microloc Standards book tour signing. So that was absolutely awesome. And so, yeah, I just wanted to throw that in because I saw you in the chat. And I was like, let me go ahead and share this. It's an older testimony. So hopefully you can provide a new one and you can update us with. So I want to get into this first secret. The first secret to success with Microloc Mastery. And I mean, it's probably the most important to any success within this field, and that is to get proper information. Well, what is proper information? How you know it's proper information? There are a few things, excuse me, y'all. There are a few things that will help you determine whether the information you're getting is going to be good, credible information, proper information, right? Because if we think about what success is, success, I don't know. You can tell me how you define success in the chat. Let me know what success means for you and your particular goals. But I think as an overall theme, success would probably be you wanting with this skill to do the very best that you can and to make it the most effective for you. So whether it is you doing it on yourself and you are saving yourself money, or you are enhancing your hair, or you are doing it as a business and you're highly successful and bringing in clients and revenue and etc. So if there's information that is not aligned with you getting the best results, the best outcomes, the most longevity, then I would say that that information is not in alignment with being the proper information for your success. I think most people want success to be long term. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really know if people really think like this, but let's say you're like, no, I just want my hair to look good for a year. I just want a successful business for 3 months. I don't think most people do, so I'm assuming that you'd want it to be long term. You're in this for the long game. When I look at the feedback from a lot of the surveys and even the lot quiz that we have, plug lotquiz.com, there are people I ask the question, select which one is true about you. How long, you want locks for temporary, you want whatever. And 90 something percent of people say they want them, they're in for the long haul. They want them for a lifetime. So whether these are people that are clients or people that are service providers, most people want long-term results. So if the information goes against what you may already know with your current exposure to hair, some people already come in with knowledge. Some people have a little bit here and there. Some people are already experts and pros in, another part of this niche, and they come over for the Microloc Mastery method. And you can use what you know already to say, does that make sense? Or the person or business or people stating that information, what is their portfolio? Because people can repeat anything, but if you want to know credible, solid information, it is really, and you really take it seriously, um, and you really dig and research, you want to make sure that that information has been consistent, that information is effective. You want to look at the results that are done by the people utilizing that information and sharing that information. What do their results look like, right? So that's how you can figure out, yes, you concur, how um, information is deemed proper. Now, hold on, my daughter is distracting me. Are you all right, Nubia? Oh, okay. Just eerily quiet in the corner. I'm like, what's she doing? um, so yeah, so that's the first very most important thing, I think, because you absolutely don't want to do something that Maybe it's popular. This is where discernment comes in too. I think most people, at least the ones that are drawn to our program, have already kind of gone through weeding out, like Chandrika even said in her testimony. She's learned how to weed out the BS and get to who and what are actually saying things that are effective, that make sense, that are good foundational methods and skills, and are really giving quality information, quality training. So that's where you're going to want to start. Um, and then I tell people say research, but that's such a loose term because the internet can be saturated with misinfo. So people researching misinfo just leads them with what? More misinfo. So you're gonna have to dig deeper into what actually makes information credible. Get connected with that. Here at Microloc Mastery, of course, every person is probably gonna say that my information is credible, but I live, sleep, and breathe this. This story is my story of creating something that was an enhancement to Sister Locks, and how I even coined microlocks or micro braids, which a lot of people used to get, and it can make sense when you start putting that word micro in, but it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a branding and a theme I wanted to popularize and synonymous with quality, not with just so that we don't say Sister Locks. That wasn't my motivation or drive, is because I wasn't a part of them anyway. I was just not a part of them. So I said I'm going to call word based on my own experience, and I want to incorporate these standards and processes that were used within my own hair and that I would subsequently teach on. So that's why I decided I needed to put it in the book, people to reference, because if you're in the program, you're familiar with the standards. You know what we're looking for when we're certifying. If not, you'll find out once you get to that point. But everything that we teach. But for those who aren't, it's very confusing. And there's no that I just needed to say the origin story of how a lot that preceded their influencers, or the people who were going for the likes and follows, what was originally there. And if you like what you see and the information has been resonating, if you've been following for over a decade, the information and the long-term results is enough for you, hopefully, to see that there's a lot of credibility, if not the most credibility that you can find within this program. Okay, so this is connected to the origin story itself. So I just wanted to mention that. I don't know. But anyway, if you're trying to decipher through information, it's just a good practice to um, be discerning, and use those skills. Let's get to number two. So I don't know. Every time I get nervous and talk, my nose like runs a little, y'all. Sorry. So the second thing is to, there's a lot, utilize the support and community that is beneficial. Anybody can create community or a group, but community, I think, has a deeper meaning to me. I think, well, community can mean anything. I'm also a social worker, so we talk a lot about communities, and how they impact us. But if you're in a supportive community, you know the difference between being surrounded by people. If you come from Thanksgiving with family who may or may not feel like family, versus people who are really your community, your family, root for you, who are going to give you information that's going to give you your best results, who don't mind sharing that, who want to see you win because it's a collective. You win, I win, we win. And that's what I feel makes the definition of community a positive community for me. And so I know when I started doing this, all I had was my loctician mentor. But I mean, even just her, that was a two-person community. But I said it would have been really powerful to have some really positive community, and not just tap into community. You know how also what it's like to have communities that aren't so positive, and there's messaging is not so positive. Who I think a community is as good as its members, but also as good as the person at the head of the community. So a little bit of background. I don't know. A lot of people already know that I'm a licensed social worker, and group work is one of my specialties. I love group work. Sociology is my minor for undergrad, which means study of people in groups. So a large part of my career has been running really highly effective groups. I got an awards for running groups in New York City, for different, like fatherhood, parent groups, especially. women and young adult women. So I take a lot of that and how powerful it is for people to be surrounded by positive support, and I take that and I translate that into here. So we do have people who have found a lot of great advantage to being in a group setting, and I want to just share. Whoops, sorry. I wanted to just share some feedback that we received just in one of our group coaching calls.
Program, just knowing that you have that support has made me more confident. I know what I know, but I wasn't confident that I could bring it out to the public. I have this confidence because I know I have this backup that I could lean on. I wasn't feeling that before. I felt like I was all alone. Like I was trying to do stuff, but going through this system is like, okay, if I don't know, if I might not have the answer for you right now, but I could go to my community and I could, you know, bring this up to my community and get answers. That's what I'm feeling.
Nice. I love that. Most people put their foot in this. They do so well. And those are the people we love to keep endorsing.
Excellent job.
Right.
Excellent job you do.
Oh,
So
thank
you
you.
do an excellent job with that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just
It doesn't hurt to feel like that, but we appreciate whatever you're doing.
Aw. But wait, Chandrika, you're back. Chandrika, you all up in the clips. Okay, look at that. And yes, your comment is absolutely right. If wrong information is always going to be wrong, but the right information is perfection research. I like how you said that. And I was going to add something to it to try to make it sound more fair, but I mean you're pretty much right on spot with that. That's why sometimes I feel like don't say too much. You know, you said what you said, and here's the thing, right? What's right is not always popular, and what's popular is not always right. Hence, why I tell people be very careful about. It's not coming from an envy, jealous. I'm actually positioned properly with the amount of support. Like, I feel like there's information that ruffles. It's always ruffled feathers. I came out the gate on YouTube, and with ruffling feathers because of the with going against some of the wrong or the harmful things that would happen with Sister Lock. So some of the deception. So I already knew. And I was like, well, I guess this is the torch I have to carry because I know I'm not going to be popular if I'm blowing cover of some people who are intentionally doing it. And it's not going to be everyone that's upset because some people are like, oh my gosh, I do that. But I'm, I'm seeing the results of it. And I'm glad that you are able to help me understand more what the alternative is I could do to make it better. Those are the people that are open minded. Those are the people that are finding success because they were able to take information, new information, and they were able to, of course, use your lens of discernment. Don't just blindly follow anybody, but say, does this make sense? And if I do it this way, am I noticing that it's better, it's stronger? Can I see the receipts that they're showing me? Does it make sense? And so that saying has always been in my head. What's right is not always popular. What's popular is not always right. And there's a lot of people that are so happy when you speak out and you stand your ground. They're like, they call you refreshing, a breath of fresh air, um, the one that's speaking the truth that needs to be said. I've heard all of that, and I know a lot of you have too. So that's why I tell people don't worry about um, information not being as popular as you think it should be. But then the second thing I was talking about with utilizing your community and support, surrounding yourself, you're as good as your environment, you're as good as your support. Sometimes support is not seeing you be your biggest cheerleader. That's going to have to be first, and that's going to our third point, which is staying focused and staying committed. You do need to have a something that you can refer back to within yourself, your why, your reason for why you're doing what you're doing. Everybody has a reason that is not what we see or know right away. Absolutely why. A lot of people will say to make money, but there's a deeper reason to making money for most people. Most people, it's freedom. It's a sense of security. It's a sense that, I can provide and care and protect and nurture my family, my children, my future family. This did so money. It's just paper or even a digital number on the screen. It's not really what you really want. It's the freedom. And so it's interesting because there's some people whose goal may not be to make a business, but the freedom that knowing this knowledge gives them, and this knowledge on a higher level, it's quite liberating to know that if something were to go awry in my hair, or if I was quarantined again, or life started lifing for me after I've invested those years ago into learning how to do my own hair. I um i remember how liberating it was, because it was like I actually don't need to go to anyone else, but I chose to. So you have freedom right there with this knowledge. So if there's any bumps in the road or challenges along your journey, tapping into that why is going to be very powerful for you. Why am I doing this? Some people's whys are, oh, there's layers to it. Quite beautiful. Um, some people want to, I got chill, help and give back to people who, um, I've heard people say they want to be, oh, God, emotional. Sorry. There's a woman that was in a shelter, and she got on a payment plan. And y'all know I erased her payment plan once I found out. I'm like, she wanted to be able to help provide hair care services to other women like her who were homeless or in the shelter, who could not do their hair. And she wanted to be able to be a support for them. And so she wasn't, and also obviously use her skills to make resources for herself and her family. But she wasn't saying, I want to get use this and just make all the money in the world and and just be whatever. She wanted to help people because of her experience. So I thought that was so beautiful. Because, and then I was like, she tapped in on my core, because the reason why I got into social work is because a lot of us feel we have like a way we just want to help people, benevolent beings, right? But running a business on top of that is kind of tricky, because like these Black Friday, I'm just like, oh, God, I know everybody's sick of it. Black Friday, but one of the interesting things is it's on sale. I'm losing money if you purchase now, but I want to gift it so that you could get in the program if you want to. It's not like, oh, we gotta just make sales, because at the end of the day, um, it's not just about that. But there's a why, right? So why do I keep going with this? Why do you keep going with it? Tap into that why that is going to get you to your success. Whenever you feel completely overwhelmed and tired, frustrated, you took a break for a long time, 6 months, a year. Some people took a year to deal with life, and then they were like, can I come back? I'm like, yes. You have access to the program. I say lifetime access, right? But we do not want you to linger and not complete the program on like year 4, 5, or 6, right? So we will cap it after a while. Like, you're gonna have to reactivate it anyway, because the system does this thing where after a while it has you inactive, and then you'll have to probably create a new login. This is to prevent fraud and spam. So we want you to like probably try to utilize the program within 2 years or sooner. But if life and that happens, just hit us up. If you're already invested in the program, you're entitled to it. We're never going to take that away, right? Unless you say, I don't want to be a part of this program. I'm going to waste my investment, which is one of our tips to why the success might not be happening for those people the way that they vision because of that. But we're going to get to that point. Um, Woo, that's a powerful testimony. Hey, Keisha Peoples. Um, it's not about the money. I love helping people and doing hair. Yes. And like I was saying on the other live, because I went live I kept trying to go live, y'all, but I went live on YouTube earlier, and I was talking about you being abundance, you being the abundance. You will be a magnet to every opportunity. Money is energy. Money is not always necessary to get what you need, but you can accumulate abundance and resources in the form of money or not as well. Like, for instance, people say they want money, but over the end of the day, maybe they want a nice, beautiful home. And guess what? You might actually inherit a home. Well, we don't want people to have to pass away, but maybe you get it through some way that's a beautiful, miraculous way. There's people that have been gifted scholarships in this program in ways just by simply putting that energy out and allowing themselves to be receptive and not automatically ruling out because the money wasn't in the bank account. Because money, like I said, oh my God, I have to tell myself this. So you'll find miracles happening when you start switching your mind about it. You're like, wait a minute, what? And I was cleaning up yesterday and found a check. I was cleaning for I have not been doing. It was a little check, a settlement for some fraud the loan company did years ago, and it was a check from September. It was under $200, but it was still. It's like you never know how money and things are trying to get to you. So relax and feel abundant, right? So that's what I wanted to say that real quick. All right. So what we hit? We talked about getting connected with proper info, utilizing your community support, staying committed, staying focused. Now we're on number 4. All right. So number 4 is going to be following. Actually, following every part of your step or plan. It goes on off of being committed and staying focused. Following through. You can be committed and stay focused and never finish, or you can be committed and stay focused and then follow through, right? Especially if the following through and achieving that goal is going to be monumental in your success, the overall success vision that you have for yourself. So I tell people it's okay to take a break. It's okay to be recouped or have a challenge slip you up and trip and fall. We all go through it. But it's not that I say, like, we don't, the universe doesn't test us, it trains us. How do you get back up? How much does it take to knock you down? It's not going to take anything. You might fall down because life is going to have its ups and downs. But if you're focused on following through, nothing is going to stop you. It just slows you down a bit, right? So that's that mindset that you need to have with anything. Um, I've had days I was like, I'm done with all of this. I'm done. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I don't feel like I don't have this. This is a segue off of that. Gratitude. What has worked well? What have I accomplished thus far? Right? You may have done half your mannequin head through the training, but you did half your mannequin head. You may have shown up to only one coaching call, but you showed up. And you will show up more, or you do whatever else it is that you need to do to accomplish your goal. So just know that you can get back up, stay focused. Oh, and the gratitude piece. So you're recognizing all that is working and you're being appreciative of it. I tie that into the program too because I was like, be appreciative of everything, including this program, including the free group, including any information you didn't have to pay for, or no, I'm just playing. Anything that has helped you, whether you pay for it or not. Show gratitude. And so for the people that I know, there are a few people that really want to be in the program. We've been seeing your names in our on our offerings for years, and then you've just had money coming in and out too fast to pay for it. But if it has been helpful for you, whatever you've received, I want you to just be continue to be appreciative. And so what I'm asking people to do so we can see you, if we don't already see you, is when we come to our scholarship, which is what we are going to have. I'm segueing into that real quick because my screen is on. We have our annual scholarship coming up, right? So I want you to, here we go. I wanted to put up on the screen just so it can show. Um, Annual holiday scholarship is coming up in less than a month. And so the applications, well, I have to give y'all a link. I'm trying to paste the information out because we gotta get through Black Friday. Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday. And then I'm gonna put that link up so we don't have everything all confusing for you. But I would encourage people to apply, especially if you are interested in getting this opportunity for free. Right. So I've done more than one scholarship. If I can't absolutely decide between people, um, then I'll do two. Because at the end of the day, it's a gift. And if it helps with someone's journey, for me to be a vessel to gift them the opportunity and access to get the information and the network and the community that's going to help them get there, then that's a blessing for me too. Because I like doing stuff like that. Because there's a time I would have wanted that. So it just feels good that somebody else could be really appreciative of that. And our last 2 years winners are on our team, and I love them to pieces. So I'm looking forward to having more people to add to our different layers of our family. So anyway, I'll just say that I put that up there just to share that. So now we have wait, which one was that? Follow every step of the plan, stay focused, committed, get connected to proper info, utilize your support community. Oh, I was gratitude as a segue. And then the fourth one is to invest. Um, so I love the stories that y'all are sharing here. All of my life, I was fascinated with hair. Listen, I gotta share something about those of you who have a calling in hair. And some things I've been doing in my research. I was told that it was not my strong point and pointed in a new direction to go for my career. I tried corporate America, education, and even medical coding, and God placed me where He wanted me. And I'm so happy to be here. I love that. So glad you are here too, Keisha says. And I appreciate to have come across this beautiful program. We're happy you're here, Keisha. Um, so hair has never been same for me. Like hair has never been just superficial. How many of you are like this? Like when you were young, I love doing hair and the Barbie dolls and stuff, but I wanted a mannequin head so bad. And it was like this doll head back in the 80s with the shoulders and the little pink ruffles. And I never got her. I wanted her for Christmas. So I would say, can I do my little sister's hair? She's 8 years younger than me. So I was 8. I told myself how to braid at 9 because by then she had a afro. So I started with her, and I had my little cousins, and I just became a braider. My mother was so happy. I was like, I'll do the hair, I'll wash it. And then it was cute and everything for a while. And I then went to my own hair. And then I did other people's hair. And then it was like, okay, now you got to pick a career. So I was like, well, I like to talk to people. So I think I want to be a therapist. I like when people can lay on the couch and talk to me. What is that? And my mother was like, oh, you might want to be a social worker. And I looked into it anyway. Long story short, you try to, and I love that I did social work too. So sometimes you pick another facet of yourself, but you still have this other facet because we are multifaceted. Don't ever let anyone think that no human is one thing ever. There's people that are great lawyers and great artists. There's people that are great communitarians and social workers and therapists who are also great performers, actors, actresses. I see it all the time. So I got my degrees. And when I was Columbia was life changing for me because I was going all the way to Ivy League. That was Columbia was like the number 3 at the time, the number 3 top school for social work in like the whole United States. It was like number 3. And I was like, I'm going to Columbia. Da, da, da. And when I was at Columbia, my whole natural hair journey was like rocketed all. It was like I had to go into hair. I had to. So then I got all that criticism about why you did it. Because the stigma, which we need to stop disconnecting ourselves from how powerful as a culture, hair has been powerful in not just our culture, in all cultures. Hair has been directly linked to spirituality. It is probably some of the most spiritual thing. And so there's people that cover their hair, right? So we all know, and there could be Muslims that completely cover their hair. There's we call it Sufi. No, the people who have to really, all like men too, really cover their hair up. Then you have the hat, I don't know the things. I'm so bad. The side curls with the Hasidic Jews. The women shave their hair and put a wig on. Hair has always been spiritual. And it started, a lot of this started with us and our communities. You go back to Africa, and a lot of the things that people are doing in other cultures originate in Africa. We can all understand how a lot of things originated in Africa, right? So um sorry. So when I started to do this research, I had on this, I looked into the spirituality of hair, and I went all the way back to ancient Egypt. And there was such significance held to hairdressers, the people who are gracing the crown. It's not a joke. And if you want, and I don't know anyone's spirituality, and I'm not here to preach or judge, but I think that most of us as Black people, we have certain things culturally, especially African Americans, that some of that's carried from Africa, some of it's from the Caribbean, about who and what touches our hair. When we have times when you cut your hair for growth, or a pregnant woman does your hair, or but there's also those who know, dabbling in other areas, that hair can be used to do bad things. It could transfer so much to the crown. And this is where we want to protect, because they say people can go crazy. I'm not, I don't want to go all the way into it, but I mean, that you can go on YouTube or TikTok, and you can go down a whole spiral wormhole of people who actually use hair for bad, for good. So, on a very surface level, I would want people to approach this profession, this interest, this gift with positivity, because it will and can bring abundance for everyone, the person that's touching and gracing the crown, and the person that is receiving that energy. That's why I always say, even the very basics, don't, I tell myself and people who I train, before you lay your hands on that person's head, make sure you neutralize. If you're coming from a really bad argument, a bad situation, you're very upset, take a moment, go to the bathroom, wash your face, wash your hands. You should always wash your hands before you touch anybody's hair anyway, not just for the physical dirt, but the spiritual. Wash your hands, breathe, get good intentions for yourself and the client. If you have very, very clients, first of all, you have to consider whether they should continue to be your client, because who wants to have negativity always, in their spaces. But so I said, neutralize yourself, breathing, and you'll notice you'll be more aligned and connected with people who appreciate you, who people who enjoy your spending time with you as their stylist, as their professional, and you enjoy doing their hair. They trust you. They tell you their secrets. You tell them their, like, you have such a really strong relationship. People usually don't like to bounce around on purpose, because they want to form this very trusting relationship. I say all that to say that's a part of the reasoning behind my passion. Um, Hold on. What? I'm just waiting. Can you give me a few minutes, please? So I'm gonna have to wrap this up. Um, you had one of those dolls. Thankfully, your mom got you, and you started her and did her makeup. Yes. Oh, the makeup part is cool. I never did that. I didn't get into really knowing how to do makeup until I aligned with my makeup artist. We actually had her, one of her trainings on our original Microloc Mastery platform, our makeup lady, but it's probably still there. If you're on the Teachable version, you can get her course on there for like $65. But she taught me what I know about contour and highlight and everything. But that's all. The beauty part of it is it's connected, but the hair is deep. It's deep. So um you can absolutely gift yourself more abundance by approaching this profession and doing the services properly, and in a way that is supportive of the clients, especially if most of your clients are Black women, especially if um, you might be coming across people that are dealing with like some mental health things like depression, anxiety, which is anxiety is like, I say that the number one, but I think the number one mental health thing is supposed to be alcoholism, but in my clients it's anxiety. Almost everyone has it. And then depression, which is the cousin to it. So it's just a lot of things that I think when you can be healing in ways that you don't even know. All right. So that is going to be those little unseen layers of your success, because you're going to be taking, hold on, Nubia. Don't just stand over me, please. What are you doing? Can you give me like 10 minutes? Go sit down somewhere. I'm on her computer, y'all, because my computer usually acts up when I try to show y'all video. Speaking of video, let me go ahead. This is my daughter years ago. Okay. This is her. She's way bigger than this now. Just so y'all know who I'm talking to. And she won't even let me touch her hair. Like her hair is looking like Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta, fighting for survival. I'm like, girl, you used to do these cute videos for me. What happened? But on Small Business Saturday, she's gonna.
Or a
Oh,
big company, we make our products with love. Our scalp stimulating hair growth formula is an all natural aroma.
okay. I didn't mean to like really. I didn't know it was a whole voiceover thing, but let me pull this down. That was just so you could see her. Um, yeah, we use a blow dryer and shrink wrap, like because we are still a small business. Until I can buy the machine that'll do it for me. We that's the hair oils that are actually on sale for 40% off. It is also the kits that are on sale. Listen, I made the oil because I felt we needed something that was natural and that would stimulate hair growth. Because if y'all like me, I came into this service with damage from micro braids. Then I had, years later I had her, and I had postpartum. Also, it's kind of hereditary to have weak edges, and so this oil and the formulation was something I created for people like me. You don't even have to have thinning edges. You might just want to nourish your scalp naturally. So people swear by this. And then Angela, who I'll show you, I think I showed you the first Microloc extensions client that I was like, can you be my dummy? Because we need to put in the marketplace some extensions. She came in with fine thin hair, and she talks about how she only used this oil. She didn't lose any locks, and her locks are no, she's over 15 years. Started with extensions. My friend, not the first client, because we were creating something new. I was like, can you, she was like, yes, I'll, because she already knew I did this service without it, and she already saw how much I was practicing and trying to create techniques. And she said, go ahead. And I ended up doing her whole head. And I don't have her. Oh yeah, I think I do. I can show you one of her testimonies, and her hair is down her back. Again, when I talk about success with Microloc Mastery, you can be a client finding success. You can be um, already a professional. So let me go show you. And then I'll probably upload in a minute, in a little while, her showing her hair down her back. Um, let's try this one. Oh, I have to delete some video. Okay. Who has, in the meantime, while I'm pulling this up, I always put down the free training on the bottom, because this is going to really, if you haven't already seen the free webinar, register for it. You can register for it anytime that's convenient for you. And you can watch that while I go pull up this Microloc extension client, who, again, we incorporate a lot of our techniques with foundation, with retightening, with maintenance and repair. And so I thought she was a good example, because 15 years, she is the longest. But there was no Microloc extension. There was sister law, someone trying to do extend, playing around, but there wasn't any formal training. So she's like the Henrietta Lacks of Microloc extensions, because she was the one that helped me refine technique. And then, now it's just, and then ultimately train on it. I don't know if this is it, but this is one of her things. Oh, I want to show.
Stages of growth. So you want to take care of them, and I wanted to take care of mine. I wanted them to look nice once they grew out. So I tried to do what was required, and like I said, I wasn't a person that washed my hair every week or every 2 weeks. I used to just make sure my scalp was clean. and I used the oil, so I didn't have buildup in my hair because that's strictly all I used were the oils that Jessica
I
sells.
I
And
remember you did not have any buildup when I did
no,
your
because I didn't use any other products in my hair. I just used the oil, and that was it.
hair.
And
I
that's
didn't
all
use
I do
her,
now.
y'all, to promote. I didn't tell her anything to say that at all. Mhm. Yeah, I did not prompt her to say that at all. Let's see. She has another video and she talks about she noticed a difference in the tools. Now she's going to mention she ended up, no, nothing's by coincidence, but haphazardly, just basically running into someone who was actually in one of my trainings many years ago and is using a different tool type and she's not connected on the platforms. You know, you have that choice. You might want to take this training and not be connected. But I'm gonna tell you, people are gonna notice because if the information is known to give people the best results and you kind of alter it because maybe I don't know what the reasoning was, but I didn't even know Angela connected with someone from Microloc Mastery. But when she told me, I was like, what? And then she was like, yeah, they use a different tool. And I was like, what? And she said, girl, it was messing up my hair. And I was like, what? So let's see.
But I haven't cut my locks at all. I actually went to Jessica after she did my hair. She maintained my hair for a few years, actually. So I didn't have any problems, and I got a lot of compliments on my hair. And what I appreciated with Jessica, like I said, it was her passion because I think at the time, I don't know if you had a master's from Columbia University or something, and everybody, your family was getting her like, why are you doing hair? But this was her passion. And I'm so proud of her that she stuck with this and she's built a great business. But if you guys have any questions for me about my journey, I can say this that Jessica uses a tool that, I guess she came up with, and it's a small, interlocking tool. And my hair was basically groomed with that for the first few years by going to Jessica. And then I guess pregnancy happened and different things. Jessica moved away, and so I had someone else doing the hair. And different people want to use different type of latch hooks, and I noticed the difference in the locks. In
Yeah. We talk about that in tool types. We talk about um, pros and cons and what how it affects a lot. I see my service thing is low, but can you hear me okay? Is the connection's unstable? Um, You know what? And it doesn't matter what computer I use, if I plug it in or not. It's Spectrum. I need to switch my. Who has Spectrum Wi-Fi? They tried to get me in with the great promotion. I already had Verizon. It was working fine, but they came in. Or yeah, it was Verizon. They came in to sell me this Spectrum darn near for free. I don't know, discounted, and now it's not. It's not doing anything. Ugh, it's terrible. Um, but yeah, that was some of Angela's story. The full video is on our YouTube platform, and the YouTube, if you want to go and let me get you, hold on, the YouTube it's my name, but it's not my full name, so I'm gonna just pull it up for you real quick, and you can go check it out. Did I take it down? It's Jessica, CEO, NBHC Microloc Mastery. Crazy. But we also have Microloc Mastery. Yeah, we also have a Microloc Mastery YouTube, so you can see her video on that one as well. I'm more active on the Jessica one because that was my first. That's the original channel, and so you can go all the way back and see like my very first YouTube, which was putting an extension on Sister Locks, ironically. But I didn't show y'all how I did it, so it's probably why people don't like because I was at a festival and I knew back then I was like, I'm not going to show you step by step. And I was like, what's with these YouTube people? This was a long time ago. And I was like, YouTube, now you see people they basically will get trained to do anything. But some things I think, okay, cool, they're fine. But I was like, not me. Plus, I wasn't ready to train on that, so I didn't want to show the technique. And then you're basically responsible for people whose hair has been messed up with you using a non-perfected technique if it's not what you're ready to train on. There's a lot of responsibility that goes with training and being seen as an educator, and it should not be taken lightly because, again, I say all professionals who are educated are in the role of educator, even if you're not formally training, but you are educating your clients and you are embodying that education. So people will notice inconsistency. People will wonder why you didn't tell them because I asked you for a braid with a twist, with a loop, with a knot, and a pack of weave at the end, with the with the blonde. I don't know, all types of things. And then we're like, why didn't you tell me? She should have told me that that wasn't gonna work. That wasn't, because I don't know. She's the expert. Want people to say that. She just tried to get my money because she didn't tell me, and then she did them too small, and then she did them too big, and then she combined them and didn't tell me, and then this. There people will sit in the next chair and go about you because they're venting. Because this is an mentally draining emotional experience for everyone involved. Hair is not light. If it was, it wouldn't be our one of our biggest industries that um we support, but we don't have a lot of ownership of. Number one, that's a whole other conversation. And also, it was the first industry to make the first Black woman millionaire in the 20s. Was it the 20s that Madam C.J. Walker? The Great Depression was happening, and this a Black woman driving around a millionaire 100 years ago off of hair. Don't tell me that this is a light, superficial thing. There's power in this, and all the Black women who she was inspiring and helping to create also wealthy women that were using her hair oil and dressing and pomade. So you know, there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of power here, and is far more powerful when it is used to uplift us than it is to just haphazardly go into with the mindset of just making money. Because there's nothing different than scamming if that's it. You'll do anything for a buck. It's not the mindset for Microloc Mastery. You won't find success in our program with that, because everything that I say and all those who are aligned with the messaging for their own businesses are going to be saying things that are going to be counterproductive what you're trying to do. And ultimately, you'll have a whole bunch of people, army of people spewing what is good, not spewing, like advocating for what is effective. And then there'll be people that may be racking up followers for the moment until they don't. Like, it's just doesn't, it's, you got to make it deeper, because it's that time for us to really start to be restorative and find our wealth and abundance for ourselves on a good foundation, and really help and impact other people. And that's also very good for our mental health. That's one of the reasons why I'm passionate too, because you don't know how devastating it is. Maybe you do. Why do I say you don't? You probably, I don't know, who knows, but I didn't know until I saw how devastating it was for women to have their hair, the weak locks coming out in mass. And then they come sit with their bags and they're like, can you reattach these? It's a baggie, and it's like, can you reattach these? And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 locks. Oh my goodness. And it's just in this one section, and they come, so you don't, and then the women are crying. Some aren't. But in the beginning, I think when it was way less options and way less social media, people were feeling very helpless. And that's why I was like, I would be up at night. And I was like, how can I do this? And then I found, that's why I say money will flow to you. Something will happen. The only time my father gave me any type of, and it was random. He's like, here's a check for you. Like $1,500 or something. He was like, here's a check for you, for your business. And I was like, what? I like no, I don't know what happened at the time, but I was scraping and scraping. I'm working all these different jobs, and I was like, I'm gonna get this, whatever it is. I took that check and put it right into training, the entire $1,500. I put it in. I think it might have went towards either the microlock or someone was doing larger lock extension training, and I wanted to know what was being done for large because it was nothing else, no small sister lock, and the microlock wasn't something being said when I was saying it back in Brooklyn. So I went and invested in it. I think it was to learn how to do the bigger extensions. And I said, if I can translate this small, but I realized that's why I tell y'all everything cannot be translated exactly to small. There was some problems, at least with the techniques that were being shown back then, that did not work well, especially it didn't really some things didn't work well, I think, period. But maybe it was the person I invested. I don't know, because they talked a good talk, but you really want to ask people to see their work fully, and then not just the install for the extensions as well, but can I see the year, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5? I showed y'all Angela at 15 years. As I tell people, that may not matter to some people. Some people may still like to see a shiny grid, and I'm like, that's cool. Then your due diligence is going to give you what you have to do more due diligence if you want long term, but you're doing enough just for short term. But I said I needed to invest in figure it out, and then that's where my drive had always been. So I don't know what the point was why I even said that. I don't know why I even said that, but we get ready to close out. Oh wait, hold up. Um, thank you for the compliment on my baby girl. She is girl. If she let me do her hair, she turned when she was 9. She just acted like I can't touch her hair. Like I can touch her hair, but she didn't want to keep the styling, and she just it's like I guess we all went through it because when I was 13 and 12, I looked at my hair was hideous. And I had the nerve to have a perm. All my hair was broken and chewed off in the back here. I used to try to do my own hair and go to school. And it was like back in the 90s. So it was like little chewed up bang and the little ponytail with the little 2 inches of hair. And you trying to spike it out like you got some. But I used to go to school like that. But it's just a mess. And so I know that's a part of her development. She's just like, I like it like this, and she'll wear it like this. This is how she goes to school. Mommy, I'm going to school. Keep that hair out your face. I'm going to school. It'd be like food because it's in her face all day. So I watched her eat today, and all the plate was here, and her hair was just like this. All the hair is in all the food is in the hair, and she won't get it out. So I said, just please, please. And so I try to compromise and give her a little bang, but then it's all long. Then she went and took scissors and she cut and she lied about it. And she cut a whole entire lock off. So she has a big chunk of hair that just never really blocks because it's just. So we want these children to have the pretty results that we would nurture as grown women. But these children or men, these little children, I'm telling you, and she's coming down now, so I'm gonna start wrapping it up because I'm on her computer. So, okay, AT&T. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so remember the 5 top tips, and I'm gonna close out with some people talking. Oh, while we do the 5 tips, guys, go ahead and I'm gonna mute this though. Okay, it's just me doing some sped up retightening. We're gonna talk about these 5 tips. The first one is to get connected with proper info. Second, utilize your community and support. Right? You want the secrets to success with Microloc Mastery. You got to utilize the support. You don't have to be in the communities if you don't want, but we are here with coaches. We're here. Stay focused and committed. Follow every step of your plan, of the content, of the modules. Follow them. Please don't speed through and skip over. Some people I'm seeing y'all do the assessments and you just joined yesterday. You didn't even get your kits. What are you assessing? Follow the steps, follow the plan. And the fifth one is to invest. Listen, investment can be your time. It can be your energy. Investment isn't always money, but investments, whatever investment you make, maximize it. Okay? I don't want people to invest into something that they're not going to fully utilize. Be ready, or know that when you are going to start it, that you will be ready. Sometimes people do take advantage of an offer, which is good. Take advantage of the offer. You might want to start it in a couple of months. That's fine. You don't have to rate. There's like no time. Like, I would want you to start it hopefully within the year that you purchase it, but um, you don't have to start it right away. But when you do, it will be good for you to set some times that you're going to work on it. We talk about that in the program. Dedicate your space for it. Set yourself up for success. Make it very easy for you to sit and do it. Um, you can't make your schedule, which will be great to do for the new year. It is always really, really great to be able to organize yourself. I buy a planner every year. Organization has always been my thing that I have to work on improving, but I'm very proud of where I have come from. Oh, and that sixth bonus one, well, it's probably six, seventh. We probably got a couple more bonuses. Was the gratitude, making sure that you I'm just putting some stuff on for the background. Making sure that you are appreciative and grateful for what you have done, right? So you can keep yourself motivated. That was what it was. When you stay focused and committed, tap into your why you are doing this. Why? The purer the intention, the more it's for humanity or good for the ultimate good, the more powerful it is, and the more you'll find that you'll get help along the way. Stay focused on that, because those are divine reasons. Like, you want to provide for your family as well is also great. You want to help your community. You want to um, you know have a abundant business for yourself. You want to have great pair or empower yourself with skills, which leads to confidence, which leads to you moving in spaces with more confidence and feeling beautiful, even though you already are. It helps to have things um, that help you feel that more, right? So all those are valid reasons. Whatever your reason is, I don't judge you. You just get connect to it. Hello. They hi Valine. And then so we're gonna um oh, okay, yeah, I like Miss Nicole's testimony on this book. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Game changer for me. When I first started, not just in the class, but before I even got into the class, I had a vision for what I wanted to do, and I was really interested in locks, but I really didn't have a true game plan until the class and this book came about. As a microlactician, I just found the methods in this book to be practical and transformative. And the book goes beyond techniques. It establishes, in my opinion, a gold standard for quality, integrity, and client care in the industry. And in my opinion, it should be a textbook for cosmetologists coming up, because it's a must read for anybody who wants to take their microlock skills to the next level.
Thank you, Nicole. She was one of our winners. She has a beautiful testimony. I'll share that in another live when I promote the party. Don't forget. So I'm also going to share a testimony from the winner of the year before, Mina. She has a really dope testimony as well. I don't want you to forget, though, that in less than 5 hours, the 40% off of this book will end. Right? We have our Black Friday sale happening right now. And when you're going to go to um, microlocmastery.com/black dash Friday, right? You are going to be able to get 40% off. You have codes here. 40% off ends tonight at midnight of the courses. I'll show you everything in a moment. It's pretty everything. It's pretty much everything. And then 30% off Small Business Saturday. We are a small Black woman owned business. I don't like the word single mother. I hate that. Uh, Solo parent, head of household, making a way like many of y'all. Support and the support is mutually will be supporting small businesses as well. And Cyber Monday is the final day, which we are online program. So we're gonna definitely make sure we still give you a discount. 20% off is still a huge discount, brings the program down significantly. You're going to be able to save on all the online training courses and certification, all of the digital, the full training, the retightening, DIY business programs, our Microloc bootcamp, conditioning, curl spiral trainings, and more. The including the membership renewals. All right, so extensions and clip-ins, right? Saving our proprietary Microloc extension clip-ins in a variety of color, lengths, and sizes. If y'all followed me on my previous Instagram page that was shut down at 12K 5 years ago now, 4.5 years ago. I don't know. I think it's about, no, it wasn't 4.5. I'm lying. It was maybe like almost 4 years ago, a few years ago. And I was showing nuggets behind the scenes. I was always going live and showing y'all, oh, I got the color deeper. I got the color richer. I got the lock smaller. I had made the clips. It was such a new thing. I perfected it even more. You can get the clips on microlocextensions.com, I believe. We have the link directly on here. You can also save on the books and the hair oil. Um, our certification courses and programs are all on sale depending on when you decide to take advantage of the opportunity. I don't even like, and we are advised against this in a lot of business programs to do these kind of discounts because they say blah, 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 right? But I'm a woman and I'm a Black woman and I know what it's like to also want and need an opportunity because of the way the money moves. So I still will give this opportunity. If you want to save on the full program, any of these programs, and you try to apply, the payment plan is going to apply. But if you by chance have issue with the payment plan providers, because y'all already know the system is the system is stupid. I'm a social worker activist all the way. Like I don't like how the credit system is. I think it's crazy. A lot of good people can't get stuff because the credit. So email me and we will work out a in-house payment plan that works for you. If you absolutely want to get in this program, we have done it already. And also the giveaway, holiday giveaway, don't be surprised. Apply because I have been known to wipe away remaining payment plans. One person had a 12 payment plan. She paid 2 payments. I wiped away 10. I'm not playing. If you're serious about this, meet me halfway and we will work with you. I'm not, this is what I would have wanted. As long as you show that you want it and you've shown it consistently, there's no reason why you shouldn't get it. So let's help. Let's make it happen for you. Retightening and maintenance, Microloc Mastery extensions, certification, advanced repair reattachment, which is a part of the Microloc Mastery. So let's say you like, I want to know everything about extensions. This is already in there. If you are in the program, you already have 50% off what you see here in red. We will discount that further for you. Discount it further. So there's a couple of ways that the links are. So if you're like, listen, I'm a member, I want to take advantage of 40% off my already. So we're getting you basically 90% off of this. That's wild. That can't be right. 40% plus 50. No, it's not 90% because math doesn't work like that. But you have 50% off already, and we're going to give you 40% off the 50%. Does that make sense? Okay. Condition curls and spirals, right? The $99 training in there that includes the kit. $99, you're taking already 40% off of that. Did I tell y'all that's 2 trainings in one? Because we're not just, I don't just keep things superficial. We're not just going to talk about how to make a curl spiral that you can find on YouTube. No, we're talking about how to get optimal conditioning of your micro locks in a healthy way. And I'm all about natural. So these things that you can find and do, you don't have to even go buy expensive products. You literally can open up your cabinets and use what nature has given us to enhance. That way you'll probably have way less problems with your scalp and way less irritation unless you are allergic to that. You're going to find that this works very well for you. Especially as we get to colder months. I show you how to do all those methods. And then on top of that, I show you how to do these different type of waves and spirals. That's only going to make your hair grow like crazy, fill in all those areas that are a little fragile, whatever. You're going to make You're gonna make them so much stronger naturally. That's things that products and just regular styling is not gonna necessarily do. Sometimes styling can make your hair weak, pulling and tugging and pinning and all of the sewing and all your. Sometimes you need to let it be free and work with it and let them look luxurious curls, turn heads, and your scalp be healthy. Everything. I'm sorry, I just love it. I love it. That's my favorite, and that's why I did it for the Sophisticates Black Hair magazine, and that's why they was like Microlocs. What's that? And they put us in there the first time. Me and my clients showcasing what Microlocs are because they were so stunned by the health. They weren't gonna put some jacked up locks in their magazine. They wanted it anyway. Sorry, y'all. My clients and everybody can 4-day Microloc Bootcamp Challenge is not the week coming now. We're gonna let y'all breathe and rest. The week after, so the 9th of December. So that's really like next week. 4-day Bootcamp Challenge. If you signed up for the program, this is gonna be free anyway. But you can get into it for 40% off of that. Okay. 4 days, workbooks, life changing, highest rated small offerings to this day. We've been doing this for years now. Um, Tips to excelling in micro business. That was that 2-part training I went over. It went 3 hours, not over. It was just about 3 hours. It's included if you sign up. But if you just want to check that out, get it for 60%, $60, 40% off today. Crazy. I went so far. Rotations, everything. Um, Actually, the tools we go over in the boot camp. I didn't touch on tools as explicitly, so I do want to be honest about that. 3-day affiliate challenge is free. Go click on here and get it for free, y'all. Become an affiliate, earn with us. This is if you don't want to spend, you want to be a receiver of money, click here, share your links, and the people that are purchasing any of these offers, you get your cut. Microloc extension clip-ins, insane that I'm giving this for 40% off because these are so high quality and these are my babies. You can get natural color clip-ins, bold color clip-ins. Click the link, go there to the sites. You pick your length, pick your colors, get them your size that you need, and blend it. I think on one of the pictures you can see that I have the purple, and where did I put it? Which only because I've been so busy doing everything else that I don't have them in my own hair, but absolutely love them. Plus, my hair is long. I gotta make a long. Well, the front of my hair is not that long, and I want to re-up on some of these colors. So I'm doing it for the Black Friday blowout, and then I'll make my own custom. And I'm gonna be going hard on these. I'm gonna have some already made for y'all, all different sizes. The new, maybe add some new colors. But right now, that's the purple, that's the blue. This is a clip in here as well. I let her keep it. It was one of my clients. I started her from scratch, and then we did after retightening. We did one of the sets that I train y'all in on this training, curl and spiral conditioning sets, and then we clipped it in. It matched her curl perfectly. It matched her size perfectly in her hair density perfectly. So the curls, getting the foundation done really well makes the curls pop. So we're not using curls to camouflage lumps and bumps and loose hair that's not locked in. We want the hair to be really optimal because those clip-ins are going to match really well done locks. That's one thing I want to say. So um, all of this information hopefully will help. The book, the Microloc Standards, it's on Amazon, but it's not marked down on Amazon. So don't get it on Amazon. If you want to get it for 40% off, get it here, which is the microlocstandards.com. It is our website. Click to it, and then you'll get a signed copy as well. The Scalp Stimulating Hair Growth Oil is here, 40% off. We also have it in 2 types of sets. We have a hot oil treatment set, and then we have the curl condition set. So you're going to be not just getting the oil, but you're going to get like the microfiber towel, the conditioning cap. So you don't need a hair dryer to do a hot oil treatment. You can use what we give you, but you can also use a hair dryer or hooded dryer if you want. Um, Shower cap, and we have instructions on how to do it. And this will give you several hot oil treatments, or you can just use it as a regular moisture, seal and moisture oil. The spiral kit is what the hot oil treatment has, as well as what you're going to use to create these spirals, waves, and curls. It is freaking free. It is free. If you purchase at 40% off, click this link, get your kit. You're gonna see right in your course, and you're gonna get an email both say, here, now claim your free kit. You're gonna it's gonna take you to the site that this is already on, and it's gonna give you a code. It's gonna make it free for you, and it's gonna ship out. You do have to pay shipping. Sorry though, because depending on where you live, the shipping changes. The shipping is a couple of dollars. You can get that. So I just want to let you know. And if you are a member and you have not renewed, listen, there should never be an excuse. Some of the people, some success blockages are in the fact that people see if they see $35 as a challenge. I want you to make a mission that you will make $35 a month times 1,000, right? Because I wanted to make it easier for those people, just in case life is life and you don't have clients or you're new or you're starting out, to give you a break on that monthly membership. You can go ahead and save whatever discount we have going on the monthly membership. Some people like to not think about it and pay for the year. Cool. Save 40% now and get it for the year. Your listing is connected. Your Microloc directory listing profile and page is on this, connected to it. This gives you the support of the coaches, unlimited. You can jump back into the group coaching, or you can go to office hours. You can do coaching 4 or 5 times a week. How many we have? Several times a week if that's what you want. You know how many hours of free basically coaching that is when you have your membership with us. Um, and then you unlock the certification portal as well. These are for certified. Only the membership is only for those who are certified in our program. Okay, there's more in the certification portal. So if you keep your membership active, you will get that. You would get, and when you're certified, also I make a lot of these things free for you too. Um, if I feel like it's beneficial to people's businesses, like there's some getting rid of like build up or basic styling, we have those in the course already for free, because some of that stuff, I think some of that information is just good for people to have in the program. So that is something that I wanted to share with you really quickly. Um, and as I close out, because now my daughter is right here sweeping the same piece of dirt outside. Oh, did y'all see what I was showing y'all the whole time? Because I'm looking at this. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. Did y'all see me sharing the page? Oh man. I always forget that when I share, I might have to. Hold on. Facts. Thank you again. The spiral class. Well, y'all commenting. Like, look, did you see this? I'm gonna show you again, and let me know. Did you see this? Please tell me you saw this page. Let me see if it comes up. Hold on. I don't see it now because I took it down, but I don't think you saw it. Did y'all see this page? Did you? Oh no, I don't think you saw this one, right? The spirals class is absolutely a steal with the coupon, especially with the kit. Yeah, it's a steal. But this, I don't know if y'all saw me share this already. I'm just gonna scroll down, and I'm not seeing in the comments whether you, but you know the comments like to act up. Oh, you didn't see it, y'all, but y'all stayed. Thank y'all. Okay, this is what I was sharing. Go to microlocmastery.com Black Friday. This is what I was sharing. You know, all I had to do was look at my phone and see if I was sharing it or not, but I was so caught up in the website. The codes are always going to be here. Okay, make sure you see these codes when you go to the site. Um, you're gonna put the code in. So after midnight, this is not gonna work. One Black Queen 40 is not gonna work. You're gonna have to go to the Small Business Saturday code. Okay, and then these are the categories of the savings that you're gonna get. And if you can see it, my computer is my delay on here. Okay, so this is what I was showing you when I was pointing back and forth. But you probably can't see. I don't know if you can see my pointer. That you save on the courses, you save on the clip-ins, you save on the book products and hair kits. Okay, and then I was showing this picture in the middle with the purple spiral. Um, of that being the clip in. If it were black, imagine you want to just get some fullness and you put them in and it's your own color. Nobody can tell. And you take them out because you're like, you know what? This is a nice quick fix for now or for whenever, how long ever you want to wear it. You want to let it grow in. You're getting it treated by a dermatologist and you're like, listen, I can put these clips in because I'm about to go to this event and I want to look really good. So you can add bulk volume in spots. And then you go to your dermatologist appointment that weekend. You just unclip them and do what you need to do for the medicine or whatever. It's a really great option. And I make the clip-ins in a way where you won't see the clip and where it is neat looking and not some. Let me shut up. Again, when I was doing this, I was experimenting, and then I saw somebody. Of course, you see people come out after. Remember, I just, and it was just the way they attacked. It just looked like you. I hope that you don't spend your money on that. Like, let's spend money on someone that's taking some time to really put it on you really well, and so that it can look like it blends in it blends in with your hair really well, so you don't see clip. Bulk products and hair kits. And then I was showing this page of the different courses, and I was showing that all the prices are out in red across a strike through because that's not what you're going to pay anytime during the next few days with these sales. But if you are already a student, what I was mentioning was this price. Well, you can't see my mouse. The Microloc Mastery Extension Certification price is already 50% off for you. You have a code in the program, certified program that you can go. I think it's in promo codes and discounts portal, and you can take that off. But if you are ready to go forward and you want this 40% off, you're because of how we did it, you're going to have to get another code for me to give you more discount. We're going to take 40% off of the 50% on top of it. And then I was just showing you all the stuff is on here. Just click through. Use your code where you want to. Some of these are on different sites, like the clip-ins are microlocextensions.com. The book is on the microlocstandards.com. It's also on Amazon, but you won't be able to use this. You won't be able to get this discount right now. We didn't do, I didn't, I wanted you to get the signed copy and get the changing code discounts with us. I couldn't do it on Amazon. You can get the oil, you can get the gift sets. They're going to be in our other store we have. So things are in different stores. So click, this is the place you go to get it. And remember, discounts, you can click it here as well. So this is what I was showing earlier. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing the link. Thank y'all for being patient because I was just talking and talking and talking and talking. And with that, I'll let you peruse for the next 4.5 hours. You can get those discounts at 40% off. If you miss it, don't worry. You still get 30%, which is still really good. Starting tomorrow, well, starting midnight. And then that's going to go until Monday. Saturday and Sunday, you can get 30% off. And then on Monday, you kicks in for your Cyber Monday. Okay. Um, Stop sharing. And I want to close out with some video clips to let you know about our giveaway as well. Just put it out there, whatever you'd like to manifest for you. I'll put this link out. Like I said, I'm getting through the Black Friday. Just know that if you want to apply and mark your calendar for December 20th. It's Friday, December 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern, or 8 p.m. Mark your calendar for December 20th. We'll let you know. And you're going to be able to join, again, like last year, you'll be able to join on YouTube. They switched some things up now with the Facebook group, so we might have to just do YouTube. Instagram will stream there, but I think if you connect to YouTube, it's best because when you comment on YouTube, we'll be able to enter you in automatically. And you know how, I don't know if y'all went last year. Who went to the party last year? You know how the games worked? You know that we did like different games and then you had to comment the answer, or you just made a comment and it put you in this thing and it went tick, 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 tick. And then all of a sudden you saw your name pop on the screen. You're like, this is the winner. The winner is Keisha. The winner is Vaylene. Did you go last year, Vaylene? Were you at the party? And y'all remember when Nicole won? She had us all crying. Oh my God, it was so sweet. We were like, yeah, that's our winner. We were all so proud of you. So I'm excited for that. This was our winner the year before that. And then I have to just cue up Nicole's I don't know, I didn't have it handy here. Her speech, but this was Mina and she was 2022's winner.
That's not only within my community, what's in our heads as well as on our heads. So as an educator and now transitioning out of the classroom to something that I can say has been a vision of mine for years. So come, I want to introduce you to my daughter as well. Come, you're gonna see her here. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Can y'all see her? Beautiful. So yes, she is my inspiration as well. To love yourself inside and out, head to toe. And especially our Black and brown children. I don't usually like to label that, but nonetheless, we are the first people of the planet. So it's important for us to have the hair care and proper maintenance of ourselves inside and out. But I will share more later. I don't want to take up too much time, but thank you, Jessica Madasi. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, I had that silly looking thing on my head. But let me remove this. Like, yes, that was Mina, and she's also an educational coordinator that helps a lot with curriculum and the in-person site instructor. So if you are a part of the program and you are like, I'm going to apply to be a site instructor, the next cohort, and one of the next, the curriculum that is being used for the slideshow that you'll show your students, for the workbooks that you have in the students, has all been spearheaded by her. So we are so happy. We love our Mina Bina. We love our Nicole. We love our whole team of coaches. Some of you might have already met Tosha and Frida. And so, they're all Microloc Mastery certified. So, we are a family. So we love to welcome you if you're not a part of this family already. At the bottom has been scrolling the free webinar. If you like that webinar, you're already in the Facebook group. And I hope that you rest up. Don't be annoyed with my emails. I'm a business. So I'm going to be sending some emails. Small Business Saturday. Well, we are a small business, and I do like to talk about that. And I do like to support other small businesses. So, good night, y'all. Have a great rest of your evening. My daughter is done swept everywhere that doesn't need sweeping so she can get this computer back. Bye. Girl, what are you doing?